Let's meet your home team. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Robinson. Ceballos is out there with Elliott. And it's Holloway at the point. Pass to Ceballos. There's a screen by Robinson. Shoots from the line, and it's good. 2 points.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
There's the pick. The three. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Holloway. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. To the wing on the left. There's a screen by Robinson. 5 to shoot. Here's Elliott. Misses the one-handed jam. Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
There's a screen by Robinson. Takes the 13-footer.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Holloway. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
Covered by Elliott. Here is Samuels. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Makes it off the glass.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
That's tipped. Here's Terrell. Still without a basket. The three bangs home the trifecta.
Good way to start this game if you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Pass to Holloway to the wing right side. There's a screen by Robinson. Pulls from the top of the key. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Terrell. Here is Samuels. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And so Royale IB decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Back to Evans. Pass to Ceballos. Now, here is Tony. Guarded closely. Right wing. Launches it. Pocket 6. Off with the layup.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here is Samuels. Covered by Evans. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Tony kicks to Evans. Vassell outside. Pass to Ceballos. For 3. It doesn't go for him. Gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Samuels. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Samuels got 5 now.
Their third.
Ceballos kicks to Evans. Pass to Vassell. Evans outside. He sinks the 11-footer. 1:33 left in the first. Here is Samuels. He has 5. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Ceballos. On the wing, Evans. Vassell, the pass to Evans. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Yeah, you love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now, here is Tony. Still scoreless. 6 to shoot. From deep, Evans.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Pass to Samuels. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Condor, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They lead by 13. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Terrell. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Adelman. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Holloway. Fires from the line. Count that bucket. He has 6.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Can't hit from in close. Gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And a missed layup. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Wasted no time on that one.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Bucket is good. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Timeout awaiting.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
To the inside, Elliott. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
Here's Adelman. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Pass to Terrell. Condor, guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adelman. And that time, also a missed shot. Gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Here's Holloway. Here's a screen by Robinson. He nails it. We're tied up. 11 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Samuels. To the left wing. Down low.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Holloway. Pass to Sabalos. On the wing, Terrell pulls it in. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Congour, the pass to Samuels. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
So Samuels nails them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
It's Vassell on the wing. Back to Evans. Here's Sabalos. Here's Holloway. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Here's Terrell. He has yet to score. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
So, Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates.
Vassell, the pass to Evans. Here's Holloway. There's 48 seconds left out here in the second.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Terrell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here is Samuels, covered by Evans. Over to the left wing. Here's Adelman. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Here's Holloway. No good. That would have tied it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Nice play. Give it up for the participant.
In that game against Phoenix, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the... They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The ball really well in this game, 58%. With a tie, and the layup is up and in. He's got 12.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
We got Ceballos. Elliott is out there with Robinson. And it's Holloway at the one. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
At the line for two, Samuel.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Good on the way in.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Ceballos is out there with Elliott. Then it's Robinson, and it's Holloway at the point guard position. Pass to Samuels. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Holloway. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Robinson passes to Holloway, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
They've got Elliott. He's out there with Robinson. And it's Ceballos in at the three spot. Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Holloway, the pass to Robinson. Here is Elliott. Stolen. Elliott is out there with Ceballos. Then it's Robinson. And it's Holloway at the point guard.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. 18 points for him.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And they're running. Goes up. Finishes the break with a slam. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Terrell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shots good by Samuel. Samuel's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Holloway, who's got 20. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Steps back. Pass to Robinson. It's blocked. Follows covering. Here is Samuels. Driving the lane, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. There's a screen by Robinson. Ceballos. Goes up on the wing. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. Gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Pass to Terrell. Inside. Rob. Out left of the wing. And it's Samuels with the rebound. An impressive 65% having their way with this defense. Here's Terrell to the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, that one stinks. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Pass to Evans. Now, here is Tony. Teardrop shot. No good there. Inside. And stolen by Vassell. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Into the lane. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here is Samuels, covered by Evans. Fires from the wing. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Pass to Vassell. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here is Samuels. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter of the game. Six on the shot clock. Plays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Evans bounce pass. Vassell kicks to Evans. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Evans with the rebound. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Vassell, the pass to Evans. Here's Holloway. "20 seconds left in the third. The 19-foot shot. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Shot from the wing. He can't hit that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Pass to Terrell. It's a floater. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Elliott is out there with Robinson. That's Ceballos. And it's Holloway at the 1 spot. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Tries the spin move.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. There's a screen. From the stripe, Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Good on the shot.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Batase is an inspiration, Coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound, and he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
Here's Holloway, the layup off target.
Pass to Samuels.
Here's Edelman. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here is Elliott. Here's Holloway. He takes it in. The rim-rattling 2-handed jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And that one, good. Samuels got 12 points in just the second half.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
The shot's good from Holloway.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Stolen. Robinson passes to Holloway. Here's Ceballos. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
To the middle. It's picked off. Back to Robinson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Terrell. Down low. A steal. Here's Elliott. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
Here is Samuels. Congour. Ceballos covering. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Takes a step back. Now Robinson. Here's Holloway. 5 on the clock. Another shot. No good. Guarded by Robinson. Here's Terrell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
No good, unable to end this run.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. .135 left in the game. What a finesse finish on the lay-in.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And impressively throughout at 62%. Driving in.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Foul. First team foul.
And the first one drops. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
.40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Holloway. Layup, no good.
And the three misses.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
Thank you for coming out.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie.
Take care.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Here with Stan Van